Today's topic is about when your child say hurtful things to you. I have a lot of parents reach out to me and say that their child have said some things that really hurt them and they don't know how to respond. Well, stay tuned to this video and listen to my breakdown, and I believe you will learn a few things. My name is Cyrus Ausar, and my mission is to embody the emotion of overcoming. I believe we all fight battles we hide from the world. My objective is to help you win those battles through perspective. Stay tuned. If your child says hurtful things to you, it can come from a lot of factors. So I'm going to break them down best as I possibly can. Are they learning from you and they're just regurgitate the way that you treat them? Are they learning from the environment where they sound like one of their friends? Are they learning from what they see on television or movies or whatnot, and they're just regurgitating that information? Does it come from, which one of those do it come from? If it comes from you, then the first thing we have to do is fix our behavior. You usually want to treat people as you want to be treated. Don't look at a child and say, I raised you, I'll buy everything, so therefore I can disrespect you. Because that resentment don't sit well with them, just like it won't sit well with you. Just like it probably happened to you when you were a young child. You don't want to disrespect, and that's what happens often, is parents will disrespect their children because they take care of them. I bought you this, I put you in this world, I can take you out, I'm taking this, you grounded, blah, blah, blah. Now, some discipline obviously is necessary. I'm talking about when it becomes disrespectful and there's a lack of context and a lack of explaining and a lack of conversation on why. You know what I'm saying? So if that's one of the cases, then we have to correct ourselves. We have to look at ourselves and polish ourselves up and communicate. Fill in the context with your child. It's a little you, so you must fill in the context. The second thing is, are they learning it from the environment, the way their friends talk and whatnot? If so, it's similar to the same thing. You can, this is going to be a hard one to say. You can listen to them, you can break down life and let them evaluate the outcome of where this person is going based upon their foundation. So if they become disrespectful towards you because they're mimicking a friend, then you can analyze how their parents of that person is raising that child. And you can really have some conversations with your child about it. Like, look at the path that this child is on. And I know it's going to be hard because they're like, this is my friend, this is my best friend, this is blah, blah, blah. But if you communicate well with your child, they'll pick up what you're putting down. So if you communicate and say, look, the reason why we're handling things like this, the reason why we don't work like your friend does across the street is I don't like the direction of where they are going. I see great things in you. I see you being everything you want to be, and I want to get behind it. But what you cannot do is emulate somebody that's going in a bad direction. I don't want to see that from you. I expect the greatest things out of you because I know that you are great. That's how you can talk to your children. That's how you can talk to anybody, really, but that's how you talk to your children. Really see the greatness in them. You know they're a little version of you. So cultivate that. And then they will notice that they need to separate themselves from people that's doing and saying certain things. I knew when I was out, some friends got to stealing or what, I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I knew where I could separate myself. And I learned that growing up. Having conversations with my mom or dad or brothers or whatnot, they're like, you don't want to do that. No, that's not the right way to go about it. And I'm like, okay. I listen, I take in, and then I don't do whatever they say that I shouldn't do. I may have done it a couple times, but I take it all in and I'm like, all right, you're right. So that's the same thing we have to do when our child is listening to somebody else out there. They get to a point where it is, I just want to mimic my friend because my friend is cool. No, but you teach them how to be themselves. You teach them how to embrace themselves, and you show them the greatness within themselves. If they are emulating what they see on television or movies or anything like that, then that's a phase. That's an imagination phase. If they're emulating a fight club, not all of a sudden they want to fight and they coming home and they being disrespectful to you. Or they look at a movie and all of a sudden they being disrespectful to you because they're emulating this character. If that is the case, then that's a phase where you need to redirect them. Because if it's a movie that's making them act like this or a TV show that's making them act like this, then you need to redirect them. because it's clear that they're picking up this information and they're trying to find identity within themselves. Because the same thing is going to happen with them listening to music. Obviously, like I said in the last step, friends, etc. So redirect them into the things that they're interested in by having these type of a conversation. You can ask them, what is it that you really like to do? And they're probably going to say, I don't know. I kind of like this or whatever. So if it is a movie, let's use that for example. And they say, well, I was watching this movie and it influenced them to a point that they're disrespectful. But let's say it's a karate movie. You can put them into karate. That's something productive where they can have a good instructor that will teach them discipline, that will teach them love and care. And you can go interview them. So that redirects them. Whatever it may be, you can redirect them in a positive form of that. Because movies, like I said, explore the imagination. Music explore the imagination. But it does take you as a parent to be active, or a guardian. You have to be active. And I don't want to completely shift the blame off of you because you're part of it. I know that's hard to hear, but you are part of it. You have to take the time out to get to know them and understand them and redirect them. That's what our parenting is leadership. Giving them steps for them to achieve great things. When they're getting off the path, you redirect them. They're getting off the path this way, you bring them back in. If they're struggling in this area, you seek help. If you can't provide the help, you provide them with somebody else that can. That's our jobs as guardians, parents, etc., uncles and aunts, and somebody that is leading our next generation. That's our jobs, to try and give them the best possibility of being successful and being great and being that true person that we know they got buried inside of them. Because we do not want them to pick up the information from somebody that don't love them, don't care for them, and don't have a good direction in mind for them. Thank you for taking out the time to check out this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to get a shirt or a hat or a book or anything like that, you can do so in the description box below. Also, continue reaching out to me on social media, on Instagram. I truly appreciate the messages and the inboxes. You can always reach out to me. Thank you.